Good morning, and soon it will be afternoon. Thank you to all my students who are logging in to Zoom right now, and for all of you that are taking the 12-week challenge. You might be popping in on YouTube Live. Congratulations, you made it. This week, we are going to get everybody's numbers reported in, and we're going to set up groups based on who is reporting in which in group. And if you are in your last week of reporting, week 12, or if you're one of my students, you want to mark final week. And if you're somebody, obviously week one posting, you want to put in the poll there. You're posting week one this week. It's going to drop you into a room of other people in the same week you're in. All right. So while you guys are doing that, I just want to read a little bit of passage from the book that I've been writing. I know some of you are anxious to hear about this book. So I am going to talk to you about, where was it? Chapter 3. And I'm talking about the machine, how AI is making competent agents faster, but it's making incompetent agents invisible. Very interesting, right? The artificial intelligence wave reached real estate in 2025, and it broke fully across the industry in this year in 2026. Delta Media in January of 2026 brokerage survey reported that 97% of brokerage leaders now have agents actively using AI tools. A separate study by an annexed put out daily, the AI tools using at 87% of brokerage offices and agents. Like this is from like we barely heard it to now it's completely in every part of our business. Inside 3 years, an industry that historically resisted technology, adoption became one of the most rapid AI integrations in US economy. It's real estate agents that are paying ChatGPT and Claude right now at extra $20. Excuse me. The reasons are straightforward. The time savings is dramatic. A listing description that once took 90 minutes now takes you what, 3 minutes? A neighborhood's comparison analysis that occupied an evening could be drafted in 15 minutes. And cold leads nurturing that required dedicated administrative staff now runs around the clock with tools like Yelpo. The answer rates are approximately 45%. Like, who's going to answer their phone at 11 o'clock at night and get a 45% closing ratio? Well, it exists now. In March of 2026, Zillow launched its AI mode. It's a conversational search experience that allows home shoppers to describe what they wanted in natural language and receive recommendations that evolve their preferences across sessions. Josh Weisberg from Zillow, Senior Vice President of AI, he framed it perfectly. The strategy is intact in terms every working agent should read carefully. By answering research heavy questions early in a buyer's journey, the technology produces more informed, higher intent clients. Those clients arrive at the agent's relationship needing less basic education and more high value work. Pricing strategy, negotiating, transaction negotiating, understanding the politics. His phase for what differentiates the agents who benefit from the shift, the expertise, the judgment. And of course, here it is. It's the local knowledge, you guys. That's why I keep saying RPAC, RPAC, RPAC. Notice what he didn't say. He didn't say availability. Agents aren't available 24/7. He didn't say years in the business. The agent with the AI error is differentiating by demonstrating expertise. They're demonstrating judgment. They're demonstrating local knowledge, and you have to have the knowledge. You can't fake that. All three are demonstratable only through measured articulated evidence. And how do you get that? Hmm, that's when we start talking about accountability. Here's the part most coaches won't say plainly. Artificial intelligence doesn't make struggling agents successful. It makes a successful agent faster, and it makes a struggling agent invisible now. The mechanism is identical in both directions. AI elevates the floor for what competent service feels like, which raises the bar for what a paid professional must contribute beyond the floor. When a consumer can receive a listing description, a neighborhood analysis, a comparative market analysis, and a mortgage pre-qualification from a chatbot at midnight, the agent who differentiates himself by being responsive and informed has lost that differentiation. The remaining differences are negotiation, judgment under pressure, local market intelligence. That has been digitized. The read on the seller's emotional state, the discipline to advise a buyer to walk away from a deal that looks good on paper, those skills are real and they're irreplaceable. That's what you guys are for. Their visibility only when an agent has the operational margin to develop and exercise them. Hmm. I'm waiting for some questions. Look, here's a warning I give every agent who asks me about adopting AI tools. You cannot automate a broken pipeline. An AI built on top of a bad habit only accelerates the wrong habit. If your follow-up cadence is inconsistent, AI follow-up will be consistently inconsistent. If your listing presentation is weak, AI generating descriptions will dress weak houses in better adjectives without converting more appointments. Automation in a broken pipeline is the operational equivalent of running a losing, losing faster. The math isn't mathing.